Mic test, 1, 2. Can I be heard? Let me see. See. It's too loud. Gosh. Mic test, 1, 2. Mic test, 1, 2. Mic test, 1, 2. Not working. Mic test, 1, 2. This is Yoga with Goga. Mic test, 2. Mic test, 1, 2. Hey, Bad Files, how you doing? Can you hear me? Just confirm for me you can hear me. Please. I'm trying to try new things, new computer, new just to see how compatible it is with mic test, 1, 2. Mic test, 1, 2. Hey, Akil, how you doing? How you doing, Akil? Welcome. Akil, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Is it audible or edible? Oh my goodness. Hey, Delisha, how you doing, Delisha? How you doing, Delisha? Not cool. Not cool. Why? Hold on. The echo. Delisha, can you hear me? I'm not so sure I can be heard. Anyone here? Oh, why you are broken? Akil is at broken. What happened? What happened? I can hear you, Goga. Thank you so much, Delisha, for confirming that. Hey, thank you so much. Did you hear music? This is for you, Delisha. This is for you, Delisha. That was for you, Delisha, for confirming for me you can hear me. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Song with by Laura. Thank you so much for popping in. Good morning. Good morning. So I got the American time right. I don't know what time it is in Wyoming. I'm waiting for my co-host. I'm waiting for my co-host to come in. I'm waiting for Yoga Goga Normal Society. People are making fun of me. Don't let it get into you, Akil. You know, that's about them. That's what's wrong with them. So let it not get to you. You're an amazing person. If people make fun of you, don't let it get into your head. It's about it's them. It's really a problem with them, not you. I know you as a great person. If you don't have a kill, guys, please connect with man like a kill. Hold on. Okay, the mic seems to be working. Hey, Matt Gon, how you doing? How you doing, Matt Gon? Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, it's very late where Delisha is. 10:37 p.m. It is only 8 or 7. Delisha, where are you based? You are 2 hours. Are you in India? Delisha, are you in India? You are 2 hours, 30 minutes ahead of me. Like, that's so cool. Laura is the one who greeted me good morning. Song beats by Laura. She's based in the US, so that's why I'm greeting her good morning. And then Akil is based in, I think it's based in India. Yeah, let me see. So I think I can be heard. So I just want to confirm, just came here to do a few tests because I got a new device. So I wanted to confirm that it's compatible. Oh wow, Delisha, you're from Sri Lanka like Pahan. Oh nice, you're from Sri Lanka like Pahan. Thank you so much for confirming that. 11:08, nice, Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday night here. So I was to meet Ryan at 11 this morning. Yeah, time zones are just so hard, guys. I have to like figure out when to do this chat with Ryan, but let's hope he'll be here in a bit. Miss Ann Space, welcome. Miss Ann, thank you so much for the support you've been giving my videos. I need to come and like binge watch your videos now. I need to come and binge watch. I hope you have a playlist. I'm going to give you that support. And you've been very amazing supporting my videos. It's not something that I take for granted. So thank you so much, Ann Space. If you don't have Ann Space is from Kenya. She's my amazing sister in Kenya. She was the one person who was helping Jamila, try to catch her plane when she landed in the country. Um, Sri Lanka. Wow, Elisha, I didn't know that. I don't know, for some reason I used to think you're from. I knew you're from Asia, but I didn't just put Sri Lanka there for some reason. This thing is so echoey. Let me see. I need to play around with some of these buttons. Hold on. Which button do I need to play with? Is it the echo? Echo. It's too loud. Let me come back down. This is much better. Wet dry, wet dry, wet dry. How is this? This has like has those sounds lingering in the background. Let me just see. I don't need bars. I need bears. I didn't know bears. Hey Anita, how you doing? How you doing, Anita? Thank you so much for coming in. How is treble? How is treble? How is treble? Let me see. This thing is blocking my face. Hold on. Looks fancy, but why is it blocking my face? I want people to see me here. Hey, mixing with the Moffat is in the building. How you doing, Chris Moore? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm just chilling here today, guys. I'm not doing anything serious. I'm just trying to test my devices. I got a new computer, so I'm just trying to like figure out whether these things are working before Wednesday. And Sunday is always the best time to do these things because the week is going to get so busy. So it's always nice to just do these things. I hope you can hear music. You know, maybe dancing to my own imaginary music, and you guys are not like. Hey, Marlon Rex, up to you. Thank you so much. How are you doing, Marlon Rex? Thank you so much for popping into the live. Wait, if you don't have a jacket, just let me know. I need to get some of the jacket. What account am I using, by the way? Using my ninja here. No wonder I can't give you jackets here. I'm wondering why can't I give you jackets? Um, and guys, I'm trying to get my twin to get 300. Ryan was like, he was stuck with my name for the last 14 days. I think he's coming out of the Yoga with Yoga prison tomorrow, so I'm trying to get him to 300. He's the one on the pinned link. So if you have like some extra support you can give that channel, I would really appreciate, because I promise that I will get him to 300 by the end of his prison sentence. His prison sentence is coming to an end. He's been stuck with my name for 14 days. That's not pretty. That's not pretty at all. So I said the best I can do for him is, get him to 300. And I think he's only 20 people short there. So if you have like some extra support, please accord him that support. Yeah. Hey, Christian Muhaya. How you doing, Christian? Christian, who are you? It's Christian Muhaya. Christian is busy laughing here because clearly. How you doing, Christian? Sana, how you doing, Sana? Thank you so much for coming. Sana, we got Sana to 1K last week. This thing is so echoey, guys. Let me just pick some. We got Sana, very echoey, very echoey. We got Sana to, no echo. Let's see. I don't know you, Christian. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Who's Christian? Christian, where are you from? How did you find my channel? I don't even think I've ever seen you on my live stream. So I'm going to welcome you, Christian, to my live stream. Welcome. That is for you, Christian. Thank you so much for popping to my live stream. Please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. Please, 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 please. I need to give Marlon a jacket. Marlon is one of my greatest, supporters here. Thank you so much, Marlon Rex. I'm a channel. Marlon, is my membership still active? I think I'm your member. I'm a member of his channel. Yes. I will tell the Momolicious about you. I now know Christian. We were having coffee and polite drinks. They were polite. They were polite. You are not drinking anything that is. Yeah, thank you so much, Christian. Christian, I finally figured out who you are. So, Christian, please hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Luck and Kisses is in the building. This is my channel member, guys. Yeah, she's trying to get to that milestone of 1K. That's why she's green. That's why she appears as green on the chart. She doesn't have a jacket. Please connect Luck and Kisses. She's trying to get her watch hours so that she can meet the mark. Sana Official got to 1K like last week. Yeah, last week I was having coffee on my live stream, and then I think we got her to 1K. Christian Maya is my friend. I met Christian Maya through the Momolicious. Hey Tom, how you doing? Tom Garvey in the flesh. How you doing? Tom Garvey is in the building. Tom Garvey, welcome to the live stream. Yes. So Tom also got monetized, I think, slightly around 2 months ago. Yes. So Tom is also an amazing. Tom is the husband to Meg. Meg is one of my greatest supporters on YouTube. So it's always nice when I see Tom. We tend to have time zones clashing, so that's why we never meet because of our time differences. But it's so nice to see you, Tom, in the live. I'm just here trying to test out my computer and my microphones to see whether they are compatible. I'm already having problems here. So I'm waiting for Ryan to I'm waiting for Ryan to come in just to help me out. Yeah, so I did this live stream because of Ryan. I'm trying to get Ryan to 300. So guys, if you have extra, if you have extra, some of you, your dogs have phones, your puppies have phones. Please give that channel like that extra support so that we get him to 300. I think it's a very beautiful channel. Do an amazing work there, and they will definitely get back to you. Yeah, so Juba Bruce is in the building. Juba is from Jamaica. Juba is all the way from Jamaica. Up, my G. How you doing, Juba? Thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate your presence always. Marlon, how you doing? How is your Sunday, Marlon? What are you up? Marlon has live streams like I think twice a week. Marlon is also a very great channel to have to connect. He does live streams like more than me. People do live streams more than me they're very good for your growth. So that's why I always encourage people to go to those channels because they tend to be very active. So they tend to have people connecting and stuff. Christian is my amazing friend, and Christian is the cousin to the Momolicious. So it's a family situation right here. So thank you so much once again, Christian. I really appreciate that presence. Tom, welcome once again. Marlon is sending hearts. Yeah, Marlon tends to do live streams. He has very interesting live streams. He sings. He sings on his live streams, by the way. He sings. He's so good. He's so good. Even Juba is a singer. Juba is also a singer in Jamaica, based in Jamaica. Yeah, so today we are not doing anything serious. That's why I'm not really pressured with anybody. I don't come on live streams on Sundays, so I'm just trying to I'm trying to test out this new computer I got, so just to see whether it picks this instrument, and it's good. It's reading the microphone right. It can. Juba, can you confirm for me that you can hear any laughter? Okay. Yeah. Just say yes or no. Yeah, I'm trying to see whether this sound card is also working. Yeah, just testing a few things. Yeah, up and down. Just to see whether they work. And then let's see. Um, okay, Marlon says yeah, they had a great weekend. Okay, I appreciate the hearts. Let's see. What else have I not done? Just want to test this thing. I wanted to test my voice. Let me see my voice. Let me try to change my voice into Monster. Monster. So Monster always gets me into trouble with YouTube. So let me skip that one. Let me do male voice.
Marlon, I'm not going to sing. Why do you want me to sing, Marlon Rex? Ha 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 ha. It has a female voice, right?
Hey, Latoya, how you doing? How you doing, Lati? Welcome to the live. I'm not supposed to be live. I'm just here chilling. I'm just here chilling, trying to test a few things here on my device. Sounds better now. Mopat, what voice can you hear? Can you hear like a man or a lady? Yeah, that is the male voice. I can't do the monster voice because the monster voice gets me into trouble with YouTube every single time. So let me stick to. Yeah, I know today is Sunday. Yes, I know I don't go live on Sundays, but this is the best time to just test this device. Marlon, I can't sing. I can't sing. The last time I sang, did you see that short? It went viral. I am not allowed to sing. They told me that I don't have a singing voice and I should just stick to the things I know.
Okay, back to normal voice. Marlon Rex Ladau wants me to sing. Marlon is always singing on his live stream. That's why he wants me to sing on my live stream. Me, I can't dare. I can't even dare sing on my live stream. Who let the dogs out? Chrismo, yeah. There's another shot where I was trying to sing ABBA. That is where that's the shot everybody told me to stop singing. I think it's from like 3 weeks ago. There's one shot there. I think if you check my shots, I think it's like the fifth one. That is where people told me to stop singing and stuff. Lati, I come in peace. It is Sunday. I came to pray. I'm in church. I just came to chill, Lati. I just came to test my device, my computer. Oh God, now I can finally play people's I can finally play people's like playlists. Because I used to have I didn't have a computer going on. Even a nursery song. What nursery song? Marlon, unless I give you a link, you come up and sing for us. I am not singing. I am not going to sing. I am not going to sing again. Yeah. But I can try sing one thing. Give me a nursery song, guys. I can sing for you one. I can sing for you one song. I can sing for you one song. Let me see. Hey, Neru, pranam Didi. How you doing, sister? Thank you so much for coming in. I saw you on my shorts. Thank you so much for like leaving me a footprint. I need to connect back to you because you connected with me from my Friday premiere. I need to get back to you, Neru. Thank you so much, Neru, for coming in. Good night, my friend. Neru is my amazing sister based in India, so I connected to Neru from Friday. So I need to get back to her. Like a children's song. Leave me alone, Marlon. Leave me alone. Marlon, I'm your channel member. I can make orders. I can direct. If I tell you I'm not singing, let it go. Thank you so much, Neru. Juba is laughing here. Hey, Jarek, how you doing, Jarek? Thank you so much for coming in, Jarek. How is you, Jarek? I haven't spoken to Jarek for a while because I think anytime I go to his live stream, he's always asleep. Um, because of time zones again. Hey, Minakshi, Pranam Didi. Oh my God, my Indian sisters are here. Oh my goodness, I didn't know she'd be coming live on Sunday. Then I can meet my amazing Indian sisters. Minakshi, what happened? I haven't seen you on YouTube for a while, Minakshi. How have you been? Niru Pandey is also here. Niru, I met Niru the other day. This was my amazing sister. Glacia is here. Glacia Outdoors. Thank you so much, Glacia Shark Outdoors, for coming in. Great to see you too, Jarek. How is your lovely partner doing? How is she doing yoga? And how is she doing? How is she doing? I'm good, Minakshi. It's been a while since I saw you. Like, oh my God, it's been a while. It's been a while, Minakshi, since I saw you. Um, Guys, I'm just waiting for Ryan to come in. I don't know what to do on my live stream. It's a Sunday. He's the one who brought us here. Ryan is getting out of your yoga prison. Yeah, let me give you context. Hey, Hipoxia, how you doing, Kila Hipoxia? Thank you so much for coming in. Okay, let me start greeting people real quick before the people come in. Let me start greeting people real quick. Creative Corner Minakshi, thank you so much for coming in. Niri is asking you how you doing. Your yoga is very good, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. It's been like a journey. It's been like a 7-year journey of practice, and here we are. Hey, all things Anna. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you for a while. These people are coming. This is for all things Anna. This is for Niru. Welcome to my first live stream. That is for you. Thank you so much for coming in. You're awesome. This is for Minakshi. I've not seen Minakshi for a while. So nice to see Minakshi. Hey, Life's Journey is in the building. The king of live streams is here, guys. If you don't know Life's Journey, I don't know what you're waiting for. Run there. He does live streams like every other day. He's based in London and he does very great live streams. He has like a lot of supporters, guys. If you want to like get your channel to grow, he's the person. He's your plug. Life's Journey. Anna, it's been a while. How you doing, Anna? How you doing, Anna? I'm good. I'm good. It's just a Sunday. I came here to just test out my new computer to confirm that it's compatible with the microphones, and I just confirmed that, so it's okay. So I think it's fine. Mm. You don't see me, but I'm watching. Nice to know. Team. What do they call them? Team background. The background gang. Appreciate that, Anna. Even the background gang is very important. I am calling you now. How? Where? I don't. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? And I don't think you're talking about me. Oh, Ryan is be here shortly. I'm waiting for Ryan. Ryan is going to join us shortly. Ryan is. I'm going to give you the. Let me wait for Ryan to come here so that he can tell you the story. This is his live stream. Yeah, today I'm going to be the guest in this live stream. I'm not the host today. Um, Please support my new channel. Meenakshi, you have a new channel. Which one is it? Leave me a comment with it on my video so that I can check it out. Give me that comment. Neru, I'm giving you blue. Sorry, Neru. I think I just got excited when I saw Meenakshi here. So it was and Anna. I haven't seen them for a while. Jarek, Anna is saying hi. Laura is saying, hey, Tom, Gavi, I'm connect. Yeah. Tom is great people. Laura, I think, yeah, he does keto. He's very good. He's a 68. He said he's 68, right? He's 68 actually. He's 68, but he's very he's very young. Like he's very young. He's very active. He's very active. and then he promotes the keto diet. He's very good in the kitchen, guys. If you don't have Tom Gavi, I don't know what you're waiting for. Anna, I need to give you all things. Anna, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of my friends I haven't seen for a minute. It's really nice to see you guys. Uh, Anna, I gave you jackets as well. Life's Journey is asking, how you doing, Goga? I'm good. I'm good, Life's Journey. I'm good. At least the microphone is working. I've confirmed that. One of my mission is has been achieved here. Get some more coffee. I took coffee in the morning. I'm just having my mango juice. I blended this on my own. It's very fresh. It's mango season in Kenya. Yeah, it's mango season in Kenya. So we are yeah, so there are like a lot of mangoes. So you get mangoes, they get ripe very fast, and you need to get rid of them. So I just blend them and make some juice out of it. So I've been taking like lots of mango juice, like in the last like couple of weeks. I've been taking lots of mango juice. Like I have to blend them and then I put some in the fridge and then I keep like replenishing and stuff. Is this just a mic test? Yes, it's a mic test, and I'm also hosting. I'm waiting for my co-host to come in. My co-host is the guy put on the pinned link. He's my prisoner. I want to release him out of the prison. Uh, yes, my co-host is here, guys. Life's journey. Hey, Meek, how you doing, Meek? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let me wear my other set of headphones and stuff. I need coffee. Okay, you get coffee, Laura. Ryan is here. Let me add him. Yay! He made it. We even wear glasses, guys. How you doing,
Hey,
Ryan? How you doing?
well, good morning. How are you? Well, it's not morning for
Morning.
you, is it?
I'll greet you good morning because you're the one who brought us here. It's Sunday night for me, but good morning.
Well, how are you?
Or something.
I'm trying to find you here. There you are. Okay.
Uh, yes, we are twins, guys. I just wanted to like put Ryan up close so that I can see his glasses. I feel that they are like mine. Um,
Eh,
um, Ryan, how is the audio today? Are we good? Can you like hear me clearly and stuff?
I think so. Can you hear me okay?
It's very clear. Very clear.
Okay,
Guys, can
good.
you hear? Nick, can you confirm you can hear us clearly? Mick, just confirm you can hear us. Did you get that new mic, that round thing? Yes, this was a gift, Laura. This was like this is for the I don't even know. It looks fancy, but I tend to use the mic on its own. I don't use this. I don't know. This is for musicians like Marlon. I think it's for the music when you start singing karaoke. I just prefer using the mic on its own. It just makes sense for me. It's practical. This I don't even know what it does. It blocks my face half the time, and I'm always fighting with it 3 quarters of the time. Yeah. Um. But yes, it's a new mic, so I'm just trying to test it out. But I was getting a new laptop. I've been having like problems with my old computer, so I wanted to get the new machine, and it appears to be working very well. So which this live stream. Hey, Saniki, all the way from Jamaica. How you doing, Saniki? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. So, guys, my host. I want to introduce my host. Then you guys can check him out, and I'll give you the context of what we maybe discuss with him. Before he introduces, of course, there's my introduction, and then there's his introduction. Okay. So on your screen is Yoga Goga Normal Society. That is a channel. That is a channel on YouTube that I've been sharing with some of you to support in the last couple of weeks. And some of you have been helping me at least help that channel grow. And I've been telling you that is my twin. When you support him, you supported me. So Yoga Goga Normal Society, his real name is Ryan McCallan. He's based in the United States. He runs that YouTube channel with another team of about are they three or four? It's a team of 3 or 4 people. So it's called they have a channel called the Goshen Paranormal Society, GPS in short. Those are the acronyms. So Goshen Paranormal Society is a channel that does investigations on paranormal, things that are not I think paranormal tends to be those things that you can't perceive. They're beyond science or even the human. Those things. He'll tell us about it. He'll tell us about it. So what happened? The reason Ryan is here, so we were playing a game on somebody's live stream like a few weeks ago. I think about like 10 or so days ago. And then he decided to start playing around with my name because Mick. not this Mick, not the Mick on the chat. There's another Mick. There's a crazy Mick. He'll come in shortly. It's called Mick J. So Mick J will come in here. Mick J decided to change his name to Mick Goga J. And then Mick was playing around with my name for a while in the live stream, and then he decided to change back his name, back to his real name. Then Ryan here, Goshen Paranormal Society, as you can see from his nice hoodie, he changed his name to several things, but he was using my name there, Goga. He tried the first one, it wasn't looking nice. He tried the second one, it didn't look nice. Then the third one, he was like, this is the charm. So he called himself Yoga Goga Normal Society. And then when you are done with that craziness, he wanted to change back to his name. YouTube told him, you've exhausted all your chances. You can't change your name until 14 days up. So he was put on YouTube prison. He's been stuck with my name for the last, I think, 13 days. This must be his last day. Probably on day number 12 or something. Yeah.
I
So
got
he's been
two.
stuck on the yoga. Yeah. He's been stuck on the yoga prison for the last 12 days. And he's just about to come out of the yoga prison, and then he's going to get back his name. This has been good. I told him that this is not entirely a bad thing. I think we can leverage on this. The best I told him I can do is, like, let's see whether we can get his channel to 300, and then he's giving me free marketing, because imagine he has to go to live streams, he has to like network, and he was doing that on my behalf. So anytime he goes onto anybody's live stream, they think it's me. That was so cool. I say the best I can do for him is, like, see whether I can ask my friends to also just support his channel, just to grow to 300 by the time he's out of the yoga prison. So if you don't have my co-host, he's on the one I've put on the pinned link. He's actually the one who got us to come on live stream today, because he's free today. He told me he's only free over the weekend. He's a very busy person. So that's why I said I will have him here when I'm busy testing my microphones, and then we can have a very casual discussion on maybe something. We'll agree on what to talk about. We don't have a topic, but because they do a lot of like footage and editing and that kind of stuff. I think I want him to talk to us as content creators about the process of content creation, editing, and coming into the final product. They've had their stuff actually, headline at a theater. So I trust his judgment on this. So welcome, Ryan, to my space. It's a beautiful Sunday, and thank you so much for creating the time for us to do this. It was also a good opportunity for me to come and test my system. So, yes, without further ado, please welcome. You are our host today. Today, I'm just going to be doing the noise making, and then I'll be asking a few questions, just to keep us anchored on the topic. Let me welcome a few guys, and you can say hi to anybody you see on the chat that you know. We have Come Up there. How you doing, Come Up? Welcome to the live. Lunatic Fringe is in the building. These are like people we are connected to already, our community. I saw Pete. How you doing, Pete? How you doing, Pete? Pete is what's in the box, guys. Saniki there. We have Laura. We have Minakshi still here. Good Joseph was my host the other day. And Ryan actually came up on my live stream on Wednesday very briefly, towards the end, because he was going to work, and we was able to hold the live stream. I think I lost my internet for a bit, and he was a host for temporarily. So Good Joseph was my main guest on Wednesday. Yeah, Mick is here. Mick is here, funny, sending emojis and stuff. Lily, I see you, Lily. Welcome, Lily. Thank you so much, Lily, all the way from the United Kingdom. My amazing friend, and always my co-host on the chats. Gorex Corner is also in the building. How are you doing, Gorex Corner? Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so I'm going to let my co-host talk, because you guys, I know you don't like me talking when there's a guest, because like hearing the guest say hi to you guys. So I'm going to give him a chance to introduce himself, tell you about his channel, and then I will ask him a few questions. Yes, Gorex is saying, Goga, you're looking more handsome. Oh, I had to wear, my twin wears glasses. I have to wear glasses. That is my twin, guys. I had to like make sure I match the twin. If he wears glasses, I needed to get my glasses from where they were hiding. So I went and got my my glass box, and I was like, let me just wear them for the live. Okay. So Ryan, without further ado, I want you to kindly introduce yourself to my community here and tell them the name of your channel. Hey Dana, how you doing, dear Dana? Thank you so much for coming in, sending out some spiritual juju. We appreciate it. We love it. We love it. Question Paranormal is here, so he's going to tell us about the juju as well. I guess that falls in the line of paranormal. Thank you so much for that. Moving Wheels, I see you. Are you back from Tanzania, Moving Wheels? Nice to see you, Moving Wheels. Okay, so I'm going to give my host a chance to say hi to you. This is really about him. He's our host today, so you can ask him all your questions. And yes, and then we'll keep talking and see how the conversation goes. We are not going to be here for long, maybe about an hour, because it's Sunday, and I also need to release him to go about his day-to-day activities, and then we can, we can call it a night here. a morning there or a day wherever you are. Okay. So Ryan, welcome. I talk so much sometimes, especially when some crazy people come on the chat here. So, so take it away.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on here. This whole thing has been pretty interesting. Hi, Mick. Hi, Song Bits with Laura, Lunatic Fringe. Anybody else that I know currently and missed? Hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Goga, for for everything, because this is
Somebody says, somebody says you look like you're at jail. I just realized that.
yeah.
The bad guys.
You got my jail in the background here.
Yep,
I got
yep,
two. I
yep.
got 2 days left. I checked last night. I thought I had more, but I only got. It's been a long 14 days. Let me tell you what. But I learned a valuable lesson. So I'm never gonna change my name again. That's for sure. I never had to do that before, so I didn't know that there was a limit on how many times you could do that. But I'm gonna blame Mick for the whole thing because I was doing monkey see, monkey do because of him, and look what happened to me. So, but it's all fun. I appreciate your support, and I want to thank you for all the support that you've given me and my team after all of this has happened. It's been nearly impossible to try to promote my channel or anything with people that we want to go and investigate their locations, but I can't email them because I have to wait till my name is back in normal or it's going to confuse everybody. So, but that's okay. They got a whole bunch of cool things while I'm locked up in Goga prison. Anyway, it hasn't been the worst prison I could have ended up in. That's for sure. Forensic Mystics, how you doing? Goga, you know what they keep giving us here in this prison? You got us locked up in here.
Tell me about it.
They keep giving us bottles of these. Have you seen this? It's
No way.
it's Worcester. Oh, we got loads of them back here in the cell. I can't believe it.
Okay, you go back to that with the Shire sauce.
The taste is phenomenal, my friend. I just want you to know that.
That's a
So
nice
we
one.
got
Can
an
you like show me
abundance of
again?
that.
Just put it up again. I want to just put it on solo layout for my promo tomorrow. So this is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So they're giving me a whole case of this when I get out of here. Can you see it okay?
I can see it perfectly well, right? Oh
All
my
right.
goodness, you're mad. You're crazy. Um, that's another story, guys. That's another story. The Worcestershire sauce is a different story.
Yeah, there's probably only a handful that'll even understand that one.
Sorry. So I'm going to just ask you one thing. So his channel is called Goshen Paranormal Society, GPS. You can see it from his hoodie and stuff like that. Maybe you want to shed more light to us about the GPS itself. I know it's GPS is actually like you guys are a team of researchers, but I read up on that and I like, oh, they actually do some serious work out there that has really been profiled even in the local papers and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, this is a serious business. And I totally understand your predicament because at the end of the day, you have to do investigations, you have to work, you know. Um,
Yeah.
and then now you're stuck with my name for 14 days. So I can imagine the craziness of sending emails while in that situation. So maybe tell us more about the channel. You really rely on the channel, or do you actually work offline most of the time? Because I see you put in, you put in the work, but I know you do not all footage gets to get to the channel. So how does like what is the process? What is the process at GPS? The channel?
Well, so we started out as just a paranormal research team that went out and investigated so-called haunted locations. I use that word loosely myself because I don't know, I don't know whether ghosts are what people think they are or not yet. It kind of expanded into researching consciousness itself. and reality and the way that we perceive reality. Um, so it's a little more scientific of research than just paranormal and ghosts and stuff. But the ghost hunting, if you want to call it that, um, that's pretty much what we do. As far as the channel goes, we will go and we'll investigate for a few months, and then I'll have a whole bunch of evidence and footage to go through. And I'm usually the one that takes care of all that, trying to go through everything. I'll send out all the audio to the other members, and we individually look through everything and then get together and decide whether we think something that happened might be explainable or not. Most of the time, things are explainable, but we're lucky enough that we've been able to go to some really cool places that have things that happen that we can't explain. Um, uh, More than just, we don't use like the cell phone apps and stuff. We don't use a lot of that. We rely on physical things like footsteps or knocking on walls. That's the stuff that we like because it's a little harder to debunk for us than some random app that could have words programmed into it or something like that. So whether we're actually dealing with ghosts or not, um, it has yet to be seen. But it's a cool hobby. We don't make any money at it, but it's a cool hobby, and it's fun for me to learn. I try to get into the editing in a way that makes it look interesting. YouTube Studio tells me I don't do a very good job of that, but it's fun for me to edit videos and try to make it look as cool as possible with what I have to work with. So,
Let me interfere with your thought process there. So paranormal, you mentioned ghosts there. So you're already scaring some of us who are from this side of the world. We're like, you said it's a cool hobby. We run away from. I mean, we don't even want to imagine or even encounter a ghost. You do this like as a hobby. How is that? What got you into that? And anytime I hear the word ghost, for me, it's fear that kicks in and things like that. Anytime you start thinking of the paranormal kind of, you don't even want to think about it because you don't even want to imagine. So like, let the dead stay dead. I don't want to like encounter ghosts and something like that. So what inspired the interest? How did you get there? How is it a hobby? How is ghosts a hobby? In short.
well, to be honest, it's just something I've always been interested in as a kid. I don't remember having a lot of experiences with ghosts specifically as a kid, but it was other things like deja vu. Uh, I consider deja vu to be a paranormal event, and that one I had a lot as a child, and then later on, I had a couple of years where it was really prominent, and it interested me so much that that's really where it started. It didn't have initially anything to do with ghosts. It kind of morphed into that because it was an easier avenue um, to go down as far as trying to figure out all the unexplained. I don't deal with a whole lot of like UFO stuff, um, but what I like about my team is that each of us we kind of have different beliefs, and what I study is consciousness and the way that the conscious and subconscious mind works. But some of the other, I know, like we have another team member that he is big into the Bigfoot stuff. Um, I'm not, but he is. So that might be a side project he might go do later on. Is go do some Bigfoot hunting and stuff. But me, I like to stick with the ghosts because what is interesting to me is sometimes it seems like you can communicate with people that aren't supposed to be here anymore. And that is one of the most interesting things to me because we have gotten, in some locations, we've gotten these audio recordings where a voice will give us a name. Well, that name happens to be the same name of the lady that used to own the building back in the 1920s. It's an old hotel about 40 minutes away from here. And when we captured that recording, it really started to kick into me that this is really strange that we're able to even pick this up in this 3D realm that we live in. This person passed away a long time ago, yet here we are being able to essentially communicate with her. And she's one of these that she will bang on the walls, she'll stomp on the floor. This happens on a level that nobody is on in the middle of the night. And not just randomly, but when you ask a question and you ask, I'm going to say entity for lack of a, more professional term here. When you ask a question out into an empty room and you get a response back immediately, it's pretty interesting to me. I don't know what it is, but that's part of the being a paranormal investigator is trying to figure out what exactly we are chasing. What are we dealing with? Um, as far
You have,
as
you have a
trying to
question from
answer our
Dia.
ghosts are real.
Thank you so much for
Hmm?
that. I have a question from Dia Dana who says, have you ever heard of Dr. William Roll? He was my professor. I worked and I was tested by him. He was also my professor. And then,
I have not.
yeah, so
I have
it's,
not heard of him.
then you have a comment there from Shiro Cold Spring Spin who says, we have stayed 2 nights at the Silver Queen Hotel in Virginia City, New York. Nevada. Nothing happened, but we love the history. Anyway, Dana says that he has since passed away, but you can look him up, I guess, after this. Then,
I'll look him up.
then Lunatic Queen says time travel is part of the paranormal look at the famous ghost train, now known as the Zanet, the time travel. And then there's also Dr. Raymond Moody, have been mentioned there. Um, okay, so Dana is a psychotherapist. I've actually been on her channel and it was so nice. It was one of those nice morning interviews where we did some yoga with her community. So I guess why she's very interested in this on this one. And then Paul Springsteen says, "I've never seen a paranormal activity. Are they supposed to be asking for help? If so, how do you help?"
That's a good question. That's an excellent question. Now, okay. So I have seen TV shows where these paranormal investigators will go into a home or whoever, and they claim that the spirit needs their help moving on and crossing over to the other side, right? And these people are allegedly able to help them do this. Now, here's the here's the tricky part with that, because I study the conscious and the subconscious mind and how we may perceive ghosts to exist. I personally have a problem with subscribing to the fact that if ghosts are real in the way people think they are, we on this side are able to help them cross over, as if we had the power that God would have, right? Um, it, being able to communicate with something like that, it's tricky to begin with because you don't know that that's what's happening. You don't know for a fact because there's so many anomalies that can occur on some of this equipment. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of this equipment isn't being used correctly. The EMF meters that we use, that's not what they were really designed for. They've been put into a pseudo category as ghost hunting equipment. But since there's no experts and since nobody really knows without having uh, see the spirits, the quantum realm is where the spirits uh, kind of reside. It's not in this 3D. It's in a dimension that we can only partially perceive, and I don't believe we can interact to a degree that we can help people cross over. However, being how I study the mind, I can tell you that it's what you believe that is true for you. Belief is 100% everything. People that believe in the demonic entities, in demons, and they believe the Bible to be uh, translated a certain way, they're more susceptible to having demonic activity happen because their belief is so strong in that. You see, in exorcism, for example, when people think they're possessed, it's the belief in the it's the belief in the exorcism that gets rid of the demonic entity. It's because you believe that you can be possessed by something. On the other hand, there's a belief that the exorcism can get rid of that entity out of your body. So your subconscious mind picks up that belief, and it's almost, I want to say it's almost like a placebo effect. People that are given a sugar pill and they believe it's to cure muscle cramps, well, then that pill ends up curing their muscle cramps, even though it wasn't even a medication at all. This is done all the time. Exorcisms are kind of a psychological form of that. Um, not so much not so much a actual paranormal event is what I believe anyway. Dana, I would love to have a discussion with you. Um, absolutely. The problem
Wow.
with parapsychology is a pseudoscience, and it's not taken very seriously in the uh, at least around here where I live. It's not taken very seriously as a legitimate uh, form of psychology. But quantum physics, I think, see, if you had a quantum computer that could dig into where some of these paranormal entities are coming from, I think you'd have a lot more luck with that. But we can't currently get our hands on some technology like that. At least my pocketbook cannot. So,
I like that answer, and maybe that will take me to my next question. And you say something that I totally resonate with, especially being in the yoga space and consciousness itself. Um, a typical human being, do you think we really tap into because I know there's like a lot of ways people tap into the consciousness. Do you think as a typical human being really taps into their full power of their consciousness? And what are some of the, in your space of you studying consciousness, what are some of those, those aspects of consciousness itself that have helped you in your work when it comes to investigating this paranormal?
okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't hear a word you said. Um, it was very choppy on my end. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what
Okay,
you asked.
let me see. Let me try that again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. I'm muting my mic in case it's interfering.
All right. No, no, I can't feel it. Okay, I'll repeat myself. So you mentioned something about consciousness, and consciousness is a very big, subject even when it comes to a space such as yoga itself. And they always say that when you get into practices such as meditation, you can actually tap into the power of your consciousness. You say this is one area where you really where you put all your that's why like you specialize in consciousness itself. Would you say what are some of the ways that this has actually helped your work, especially when it comes to paranormal investigations? And is there a way that a typical human being can tap into their consciousness even to do things that may not really be paranormal itself, but also just in their day to day life have a higher level of perception when it comes to things, activities?
Sure, that's a good question. To be honest with you, I thought it's actually turned me into more of a skeptic than it has anything else. But I try to use it to my advantage because before we go out on an investigation, at least a week beforehand, I like to prepare my mind a little bit and do meditating and um, just kind of. I like to assume that we've already captured something pretty cool and unexplainable. And that is assumption that I hold prior to the investigation seems to amplify whatever activity we may be experiencing. Now, we don't, I'm not one to catch. You know what I'd love to do is be able to catch a photograph of what they call an apparition. Which is something I have yet to do. And I'm testing to see if I can use assumptions in my mind that I've already captured that picture and use my imagination to see if we can actually make that happen somehow. So what I'm saying is I'm testing the waters to see if, assuming you're going to get some really cool unexplainable footage, creates that footage. Um, because and the way that works is because in the fourth dimension, um, well, time as a construct is a man-made thing. We don't Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Christmas. A lot of people will say that none of that really exists. Everything is just now, and the quantum physics says that everything is in the present moment. The future, the past, it's all happening now at the same time. So if you were to bring something clearly into your imagination and you hold it there, your subconscious mind grabs a hold of it if you're able to impress it, and then reprojects it out in your third dimensional world. And I'm trying to see if assuming a place is haunted makes it so, or if you can go in with a negative mind and assume you won't get everything, then you won't capture anything at all. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Uh,
Kinda.
it's very early
Makes
in the
sense.
morning here, so
Yeah.
lunatic
Now,
fringe.
you have a question from Dana. Sorry, Shiro is asking, have you ever been touched or attacked? That's a
Yes.
curious.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, that's the strange part about it is I have had a couple of experiences where I've had some phenomenal physical, I'm going to say anomalies. It's a physical interaction. There's been a couple of them. So when I was in high school and I started to get interested in doing paranormal investigations, I had a friend that lived up the road from me, and he came to me one day and he said, Ryan, I heard you're in the paranormal. He says you need to really come to my house because my house is haunted. And you're talking fifth grade. I was in fifth or sixth grade,
Wow.
and yeah, it was actually before high school. Um, I didn't believe him. His stories were crazy. He was talking to me about shadow figures going in and out of his walls, and he was talking about some movie quality activity, and I was interested just to see what it was about, but I didn't necessarily believe him. So I went and I stayed the night at his house one weekend, and I had a discussion with his mother, and his mother would tell me that, see, upstairs she was very religious, and she had crosses and she had Bibles and all kinds of things upstairs. Downstairs they had a like a family room with a TV, and there were none of these artifacts downstairs. And she would tell me that they would be watching movies as a family, and their youngest daughter, my friend's little sister, would start barking like a dog. And they would look over, and she would tell me that her face would be wet, like water would be, you could see she said she could see the water splashing off of her face like it was coming from the ceiling, little droplets of water. But there was nothing on the ceiling. It was dry as a bone. Just these weird anomalies that would happen. And his sister, I haven't talked to him in some time, so I feel comfortable saying this, but his sister was kind of a special case anyway because I never heard her talk. She would bark like a dog when she met people. Now I was young, we were young, but she was younger than we were at that time. So anyway, I spent the night at his house. Nothing happened the entire night. And then I had gotten up to use the restroom at one point, and I walked out of his bedroom, and you had to go through a little laundry room to get to the bathroom. It was like a kind of a narrow hallway with a washer and dryer in it. And I could see the moonlight coming out of the window, lighting up the bathroom enough. I thought I could see where I was going. And I went to go reach my hand around the corner to turn the light on in the bathroom. And I felt what felt like to me, it felt like I had ran into his dad. It felt like a big person, and it grabbed my shoulders like a whoops, I accidentally bumped into him. And I even apologized out loud to him. His name was Tom, and I said, "Oh, sorry, Tom. I didn't know you were in here." And I finished turning on the light, and there was nobody there, nobody at all. And Chris was asleep 30 feet away from me in his room. His parents were upstairs. I was the only one awake, and it felt like somebody had touched my shoulders. And I needless to say, I went home. I immediately packed my crap and I went home. I couldn't handle it. I didn't know what that scared the hell out of me. And to this day, I can't explain that. I can't explain physical touches from something you can't see. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's not the only time, but that's the one of the craziest times I've ever been touched. Long story
Yes.
short.
Yeah, she's satisfied. She's like, wow, that's crazy. And then Mick here says that I used to see activities, stroke visits before in my old flat. I remember, I think he told us this when you guys were having that conversation at on that live stream. I remember you guys having a back and forth on it. And then Lunatic Fringe says there are actually several well-known places that date back to the gold rush days in BC. And then Natty's laughing. Natty Slim says, "Lol, you went home immediately." He was so young, though. I mean, he was very young. I agree. He was very young. He was very young. Um, we talked about meditating before this investigations. I'm just curious because what kind of meditation is this? That's just my curious question as a yoga person. Hey Tedra, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in.
So okay, to be completely fair, I guess I can't really call it meditation, because to me, the way I understand it, meditation goes a lot deeper than what I do. What I do is more of a relaxed visualization, um, where I'm not quite disconnected from my 3D reality, so to speak, completely. But I do a lot of visualization, and to be honest, a lot of it is just to um, hold an assumption that our team is going to be safe when we leave, when we go home. Um, Hopefully, we'll catch something pretty incredible. Um, and I want to preface this by saying that any of our videos that are edited, and we we go through a lot of footage before we end up actually having anything that's usable as far as something that would be interesting to watch and maybe paranormal. I have hard drives full of all the hours that we spend at places. Um, every place we go, we don't get activity at every place we go. But before we go to the investigation, I really like to put myself in a frame of mind that we're going to catch something cool, and hope that the assumption that using the law of assumption will manifest it.
You have a question from Natty Slim. Natty Slim is catching us from New York. She's asking, did you tell the family of your experience after that, that incident? And then you have a curious question from Dana, who is asking, do you know someone named Adam?
Okay. Let me go back up here. So I don't know anybody named Adam. No, I have no idea. I don't think I know one single Adam, to be honest with you, at all. As far as the other question goes, yes, absolutely. I told them, and the his mother wasn't surprised, and she gave me quite the story to begin with. Um, before I had spent the night there, his mom had told me that she was upstairs drying her hair one day. Now, their dining room upstairs had a lot of the whole wall was mirrors. And if you looked at the mirror behind you, you could see the hallway that went back to their bedroom and the bathrooms. And I didn't go back there, but she was telling me she was drying her hair in the dining room, and the hair dryer had quit working. So she had looked down and it had become unplugged from the wall. So she bent down to plug it in, and when she stood back up, she could see a person standing in her hallway behind her through the reflection of the mirror. And what she described to me was she believed it was the devil himself. She told me that. She even drew a little picture of his face for me. And she said that it was a very tall, uh, masculine presence. She said that he was wearing a hood, and that all she couldn't see his eyes, but she could see his chin, and that it had two big dimples, like an overly large cartoonish chin with two dimples in it. And for some reason, she knew immediately that it was the devil himself in her house. And she said that she turned around. I asked her, I said, now I'm frightened. Okay. I'm young, first of all, when I went and did this. The only reason that I wanted to go uh, investigate for ghosts is because I was a huge Ghostbusters fan. I watched movies and I love, that's where it really started as far as the ghosts go. I had never encountered anything like this in this story. I was young enough to kind of believe it, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's no way this happened. And she swears it did. She swears it did. And when I told her what had happened to me, she wasn't surprised at all. And I didn't ever go back there. I was scared enough of what happened because I couldn't wrap my mind around what had happened to me, being touched by somebody that I couldn't see. And I didn't know if I was losing my mind or if it was actually a thing that was happening, interdimensional physical contact somehow. So, yeah, I did tell the family. And no, I don't know anyone named Adam.
You have a question there on the screen from Cold Springs, who's like, do you believe that these ghosts can follow you home, or are they bound to the place they are haunting? Are they bound to the location? I think that's a great question. I was curious about that as well. Um,
So, again, like I said earlier, it's what you believe that makes it true. I started out, my team and I were pretty adamant about trying to do prayers and stuff before we walked back into our homes after an investigation, trying to preemptively stop anything from following us in the house. One of my colleague Chris, he's experienced some footsteps and some sounds in his house that weren't there before, when we've been to certain locations, and I never have. There there was once. Oh, okay. There was one time where I had some funky shit. I'm sorry, some funky stuff happen at my house, but I can't say that it was paranormal in nature. Um, so I stopped doing I used to put salt on the door in the threshold of the door, and tried to say a little Saint Benedict prayer before I walked in the house. But I eventually stopped doing that, and nothing happened. I've never had. I have relics from these places that we've been, parts of the building, bricks and stuff, just to hang on to in my home, and I've never had anything happen for a long, long time. But I believe that if you truly believe something can follow you home, then yeah, you might have some you might have some reflection in your 3D world that validates that view.
I like how you keep going back to the mind, the mind, the mind. You definitely believe it will you actually perceive. Sure. Let me say that there's any question I may have missed. I want to transition from this. I think everybody's just curious. I guess it's a very new area. Valeria, the kind lady, she's watching us from Uganda, says that's very scary. Okay, she's from Uganda, but based in the Gulf. She works in the Gulf. Guys, if you don't have my co-host, my yoga twin, Yoga Goga Normal Society, is in my prison. So he has to share a name with me for the next 2 days. So we agreed that we'll have to come with him on live stream when he's free, just for him to tell us about his channel. And you guys need to get him to 300. I mean, I've been like talking on his behalf just for you guys to help him reach 300. I think they're doing an amazing job. So GPS, if you don't have GPS, it's Goga. Yep. Even me, I get confused nowadays, Ryan. Even me nowadays, I get confused when I mention your name. So it's Goshen Paranormal Society. Yeah, it's Goshen Paranormal Society, which is, yeah, that's the real name of the channel. But because they changed their name and they are in my prison for the next 2 days, he's been having my name for the last 14 days. So he's going to be out of prison in the next 2 days. So yes, please let's get them to 300 before they reach there. I think it's an amazing team, and I like how they've been patient throughout this process. And yes, and you can hear all these amazing and interesting things, he's telling us about, the channel. Hey, Aspi, my channel member Momolicious is also here. How you doing, Momolicious? Thank you so much for popping in. Nice to see you. Momolicious, your cousin was here earlier. Your cousin was on my live stream earlier. He was one of the first people who dropped in before the guest came in. And then Fate Connection is saying, wow. Natty Slim is saying that's scary. If you have any question for Ryan, you can ask him. It can be based on his experiences. I'm sure he has had a lot of experiences. So you can ask him directly. And then I'm going to transition and okay, Natty Slim here says, let me just highlight it here. Natty says, my sister said she sees spirits and was hospitalized for certain events. Last week she told me that she places salt in her room because the spirit cannot count the salt. I thought that was ridiculous. Um, and Ryan, maybe I can also just follow up with my own question because I know I've had somebody say that even when you go to a hotel, you need to like let salt sit in because it's a room that is used by a lot of people, and these are energies and those kind of things. So maybe you can tell us more about this salt thing and maybe the beliefs around this salt, because I think I know I've been told like when I'm expecting somebody who has never stepped into my home, I should sprinkle salt at the doorway. I did that stuff once, but in my head, I was just like, okay, Abby, they say that it will ward off any evil person they won't get inside my house. So tell us more about this. I think when you're responding to Nati, because I think I'm curious as well.
Okay, so this is an excellent question too, and it puts me in a position where I think I'm gonna probably upset a lot of paranormal investigators out there that watch this because my understanding of how things work is a little bit different. But I can tell you that I've broken many mirrors in my life, and a lot of people believe you break a mirror, you get 7 years bad luck, and that has never happened to me. Black cats are some of my favorite cats of all time. I've walked underneath ladders, and I'm still alive. I've been okay because the way that I believe in superstitions and things, I don't. So it doesn't affect my life. I just don't believe them in them. When it comes to things like salt, um, many people believe that salt somehow protects you. It comes from the earth and it's supposed to protect you against entities and stuff. I have to be honest and say my personal belief is that that only is true if you believe that it's true. I've used salt and I don't see any difference. Nothing has ever happened whether I use salt or not. One thing that I can say that there's a lot of history behind using sage, for example, to cleanse an area of bad luck. You know this, right? So it's the belief that the sage is going to clear the energy that actually helps to clear the energy. The sage itself, which by the way, is a related to a psychedelic plant. Um, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it starts with an S and it's related to that. Now, there's a lot of history that can be looked up that says the Catholic Church used to use pure sage to cleanse the church, and they would walk up and down the aisles swinging this. Have you ever seen it where they swing the smoking
Yes.
thing, right? Well, back, I don't know what they use now, to be honest with you, because I don't attend Catholic church, but I can tell you that they used to use pure sage that was um, known to be had psychedelic kind of properties to it. And the idea was that if they were to put everybody that was in the church in a psychedelic trance, they would be more receiving of the information that was being given. Now, when it comes to cleansing houses, I can tell you that regular incense works just as well as sage does. And to take it one step further, if someone believed that a crayon instead of sage had the properties to cleanse their home, that also works as a placebo. The belief that the crayon has some magical power is just the same as using sage or anything else. Cold Springs Queen says that they still do it. It's very ritualistic. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I think the sage that they use now is more like what we can get, you and I would normally buy. Um, and personally, I like the smell of sage, so I use it just to
Yeah,
make the house smell good. So, but
I
back then, um, I wish I could remember the name of the. I'm gonna look it up here. But when they use the full, uh, I mean, the sage
okay.
is actually part of the salvia. That's what it is. So there's a psychedelic a plant called salvia, and that's where sage is actually a family member of. And they would try to get everyone high, essentially. And but you don't have to do that. You can use a crayon. If that answers your question, I hope it does.
Hey,
A hot
Estelle, nice
dog.
to
You could literally cleanse a house with a hot dog if the people that live in the house and yourself believe that that's what would work.
I can imagine somebody with a hot dog there trying to cleanse. That's a good one. That's a good one. Very interesting insights, guys. If you don't have the Goshen Paranormal Society channel, it's the one on the pinned link. Go leave them a nice comment there. Put it very nicely. Tell them that, yeah, how are you doing, yoga twin? I hope you get out of prison safe. You can see even his background is literally a prison. Like he's my prison. He's drinking prison juice. He can show you. He was showing me earlier what he's drinking. He's taking some Worcestershire, Yoga's Worcestershire sauce. These guys, I will take them back to prison. I should extend their term. This is wild. Yeah, but no, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and you can see the background is like a whole prison and stuff. It's pretty creative. It's pretty creative. Shiro is asking, do you travel out of state for investigation? Mercy, how you doing? Mercy is saying, how you doing, Goga 1 and Goga 2? This is how confusing it is. People have been coming here and they're like, Latoya, there's a day I think Latoya was talking to me on the chat. And then I'm like, she wasn't talking to me because I was like, why is Latoya greeting me like this and we are familiar? And Latoya was actually speaking to you. So it's been very confusing. I'm actually excited you're coming out of my prison for sure. Because even me, I think when we meet in people's live streams, I'm like, okay, this is going to be confusing for a while. So Mercy is like, hey Goga 1, hey Goga 2. The Gogas are doing just fine. Okay, take it away, Ryan. Where's Mick J? Let me look for Mick J. Do you travel out of state for investigations? That was the question.
Sometimes, Yeah, sometimes. And to be honest, the only reason we don't more often is just because of cost, because we're a nonprofit. We all have day jobs, and the gas, it's expensive. My vehicle is not that great on gas, so we have to rely on a couple of the other members. One of our members has a really goofy work schedule. Getting us all together is difficult sometimes to begin with. So traveling out of state is even harder. Although there are some places in Colorado we do plan to go. Um, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado is very famous, and we'd like to go there sometime in the summer. So we want to expand a little bit, but as to how far we'll go, um, that just depends on the economy really, and the prices and what we can afford at the time.
Valeria
So
here works. She's my Kenyan sister. Sorry, Ugandan sister. And says, I have seen here in most houses they use since daily, burning them and rotating them in all rooms. Oh, sorry, I'm back. No, Laura. Yeah, they said even if you have crayon and that is what works, why not? Why not? Why not? Because it all goes back to the mind and how powerful the mind is. If that's what you perceive is going to, make it happen, that's literally it. And then Shiro says, if you ever come through Nevada, email me. I will take you to some abandoned mines. And
ooh,
then, yeah,
that'd be
that's a
fun.
great option. Yeah, that should be fun. And then petrol is going up. The price, yeah, petrol is going up. The price is yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The gas is really, yeah, you guys say, yeah, petrol, you call it petrol or fuel. And then the Americans call it gas. I always have to remember. Gas for us is now what we use to cook, the LPG, and that's what we call gas here. Yes, it's always very confusing here. I just want to ask you, I only have two questions for me because I don't want to keep us longer. Um, you say you like really amass a lot of footage when you're doing like your when you go out to investigate and stuff like that. So how do you, and this is just for any content creator who is here, because these YouTubers actually they shoot videos and stuff like that. And I want you now to wear the hat of a YouTuber. So first of all, what inspired you to put up this content on YouTube? Getting onto YouTube as a space. It's a very unique niche for sure. It's not something that everybody will actually go for. For me here in Africa, when you start telling me about paranormal things, and this may be a curious question I would ask at the end of this conversation, would be, and in Africa, you will be thinking, I'm thinking, Goshen will have amazing content when he goes to speak to these guys, the wizards or those guys people consult, for, we call it witchcraft and things like that, dark magic or something like that. And they literally just consult the spirits. They literally in that realm of the consulting the spiritual world, just be able to help their clients or something like that. So, how do you store your footage? Um, Editing process, how long does it take you? Because considering you said you have a day job, so how do you even get the time? Because I know you're a very busy person. How do you get the time to actually sift through this footage and actually make content without compromising, other expectations you have in your day to day life? And then, yeah, I think let me ask those two in short. And then, what is the goal for the channel? Why do you put up this content for us? What's the end goal? Like, what is the mission?
That's a good question. It can be easily answered with the fact that it's a it's a conduit to take what I experience and share it with everyone else. That's what it is. I could use Facebook, and I do. I use Facebook and other social media. I just prefer YouTube because I'm on YouTube a lot. I personally have learned a lot from watching videos on YouTube, and it's a wonderful place to be. So that's where I want to store everything. And when I pass on, I mean, hopefully YouTube will still be a thing, and the stuff that I've been through and experienced will still be here for a long time after I'm gone. So the editing, I'm working on my editing skills, and I'm not the best, but I'm trying to make it look um, interesting to watch. And I'm almost a musician, so I write music for a lot of the stuff that we do, and it's just a creative outlet for me. That's all. Um, the editing takes a long time. It takes a long time. Like I said, we will go and investigate somewhere. Some videos will take me probably 4 or 5 months to get through because I do have to work. I also have children, but I also stay up pretty late at night here. I'm a night owl. I'm pretty nocturnal in nature, so I have a lot of time all by myself. I have nothing else to do but sit at the computer and edit the stuff. But the editing and the videos are just a way to display what we encounter and go through. Eventually, I want to build the channel up enough um, that I can start introducing more of the ideas from a scientific, psychological point of view and start explaining what paranormal activity might be as far as how dimensions work scientifically and how the mind perceives paranormal phenomenon and stuff like that. I'm trying to kind of ease into it right now because I don't want to overload people with confusing content. So I'm sticking with the kind of flashy paranormal looking whatever I can make it look without adding anything that isn't genuine in nature. A lot of our footage is uh, it takes so long to get because again we don't encounter stuff everywhere we go. Sometimes we have 6 months go by where we've had nothing interesting happen at all, and I'm not going to put fake stuff in our videos, nothing that we have. um I like I think the only real editing that I do is enhancing images now and then so you can see it better, and then enhancing the audio to make it louder so you can hear what's going on. But I never add any. We don't add sound effects, and if we don't catch something, then we don't post it. That's what it is. That way, you're also not sitting there watching us investigate for 45 minutes or so, and nothing happens. I like to get right to the point and just take what we've captured and put it into a video. Sometimes it takes a while because, like I said, we don't always get stuff. So
Wow, you still yet you still keep going, which is amazing. Which is amazing. You said you are in music as well. Could you tell maybe shed more light about that? Do you have a music channel? Um,
I do, but I
oh,
don't like to talk about it much uh, because I'm not that good, to be honest with you. Now, I've watched Lunatic Fringe, for example. He's become one of my favorite people to watch, comment, and listen to. And I'm gonna go to your channel today. It's on my list. I have a bunch of tabs open here of people that I need to visit. I've been slacking on. And Lunatic Fringe and he's got quite the history with music, and I do
yeah.
too. Not quite like he does, but I've toured in bands. I play mostly piano and guitar. I'm also a songwriter. Um, and one of Lunatic Fringe might even know this person. I'm not sure. So there's a famous band, and they're called the Eagles, right? The original bass player of the Eagles, his name is Randy Meisner, and he's actually from the area that I live in. He's from about 30 minutes away in Nebraska. And I became friends with his son many, many years ago. I was probably 16 or so when I started to play music in a band. And he was our drummer, and he's been a dear friend of mine ever since. And it's because of playing with him that I was introduced to a lot of cool opportunities um, to play in different bands and travel around. But the music for me, uh, I write mostly sappy stuff. I like sappy country, to write sad love songs, and as I get older, it's just uh yeah. I'm done playing in the I'm done playing live. I haven't hit a stage in probably 5 years now. I kind of hung it up and I got burnt out of the whole environment. But
Uh,
so now I
Ryan,
can
sad,
focus.
sad, sad love song. Who broke your heart?
Yeah,
Just
well,
kidding.
yeah. That's actually what that's we're all human, so I'm going to tell you right now that's exactly kind of what happened. I had an experience, it broke my heart, and I didn't want to
Oh
write
no.
I didn't want to write music anymore. So I kind of walked away from it. And besides that channel, it was just an outlet to that didn't really go anywhere. Um, to be honest. So I'm
Uh,
just I'm kind of retired from the music now. Now I play every now and then at home, but I've sold all most of my stuff. You can't see it behind Cell Block E over here. I have my guitars.
yeah, guys,
My
he's in
guitars.
prison. He's in prison. Once again, if you're just joining the live stream, I'm trying to get my prisoner. So the co-host, Yoga Goga Normal Society, is supposed to be Goshen Paranormal Society. So we are trying. He's getting his channel name back on, I think, on Monday or Tuesday, the day after tomorrow. He has 2 days in my prison, so he has been stuck with my name for the last 2 weeks. And I promised him that I will try to rack up, get my supporters at least to help your channel get to 300, and that's why he's here today, because this is the only day he's free. And I'm glad he really honored the invite. He kept time, and we've just been talking about random things, me testing my mics here, and so on and so forth. So that's why he's here, and it's very important. Shiro says, "I have to go, brothers. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, Shiro. I appreciate you for supporting my guest. Uh,
Goodbye.
my
Thank
super
you so much.
yeah, and my super chatters, guys, if you don't have my super chatters, please connect to Anagbai. Anagbai is also an amazing content creator. She's currently based in Europe, but originally from Nigeria. And then you also have Dia Dana. Dia Dana is based in the United States as well, and she's been asking amazing questions on these live streams as well.
Mm.
Queen Whitney, I see you. I thought I saw Black Beauty right there. How you doing? People call her witch. I call her the content creator who keeps you guys watching, because you are always there watching her live streams or her premieres. No, she does premieres more. You're always there watching her premieres, and you call her witch, but yet you're still watching the gossip and the gist. An amazing content creator. I love her. I love how she does her content and stuff. Momo Licious is still here, my channel member. Laura, thank you so much for that. Laura, you can forward, you can forward, you can forward. We're just getting to the tail end of this conversation. Resty, I see you, Resty. Um, yeah, and thank you so much, guys, for like tuning in, and that's really supportive. On a Sunday, I know I'm calling you guys on a Sunday. You're used to seeing me on a Wednesday, but we had to do this today, and it was perfect. It has worked. You're all here anyway. You're all here anyway. Yeah. So yeah. So if you have not already left, you left your footprint at Ryan's house, please go there. Leave a nice footprint. Make it nice and catchy, and then so that when he's reading back and checking your channel out, at least he knows that I know these are people who are now supporting my prison term to end. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Okay. Ryan, I don't want to keep you longer than necessary, so I just want to let this. I don't know. I think I'm done with my question, pretty much. Unless there's anything else you want us to discuss,
Hey,
any
you
tips you have
know,
for a content creator or something, you can wing it now.
I just want to say thank you to the entire community because this has been a really phenomenal experience, and I've got to meet so many cool people that I didn't ever think I'd meet before. I was going to kind of let the YouTube channel go, and I was posting our stuff, and it wasn't interesting, and I don't know where the spark came to try to work on my channel again, but I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I met everybody here. Um, Especially this name change thing. It was a funny thing, and now I know never to do it again. So I'm hoping to bring you guys some really cool content. Um, I have to find that way to keep people interested for more than a minute and a half. Uh, and then we'll see how it plays out. Well, I go to YouTube Studio, and YouTube tells me that most of our content nobody even watches all the way through, even shorts. So I need to work on that. Any suggestions anybody has, I would love to take and try to use.
Yeah. I
Um,
think that's pretty good. Guys, you can see his background. Is I like the creativity in him. Like you see, as a whole, is in a prison cell block B. I don't know what's the number of the cell block, but yeah, you can see there's a whole prison behind Ryan there. It's called the Yoga with Goga prison.
yeah,
Yeah, so,
yeah.
but he's coming out of prison in a bit. Neru is very late. Didi, thank you so much. Neru has to go sleep. It's in India. It's yeah, it's very late in India for sure. Thank you so much, Neru. I will see you tomorrow. Um, Resty, I see you there. Resty, thank you so much for popping in. Poa, I thought I saw Poa there. Pearl of Africa, also from Uganda. Uganda is really represented. Poa, you're asking about Momo. Momo is Ugandan, but we took her here in Kenya. She's now Kenyan. She's been Kenyan for 10 years. She's definitely going to become a citizen now, by virtue of marriage and everything. The rest of her family is Kenyan, so she just needs to jump on this side. It's the cool side anyway of East Africa. You've been asked a question. I think last minute questions. Have you ever thought of playing music in a haunted place?
Mm. I thought about doing a music video in a haunted hotel once, but it's just something that never came to fruition. So I play music. Sometimes we'll go into these older places, and if I know enough about the place, say it's from the 1920s, I'll play 1920s music while we're there just to see if anything happens energetically. But as far as taking a guitar or a keyboard or something, no, I can't say it. Actually, okay. Who asked that question? Who was that anyway?
That is lunatic
Um,
fringe.
Okay, that's a perfect question, and I have to change my answer because I just realized I don't know how I forgot this. So downtown, there's a building we like to show a lot in our some of our more recent stuff, and it's an old hotel. It's an old brick building right on the corner, and it's very active. We don't know what's happening in there, but there's a lot of uh, different things that happen there. Mostly footsteps. We've seen moving objects there. Now, back when I first moved here, right out of high school, so this would have been 99, 99. I would have 2000 is when I would have left my home and moved up where I am now. And I first started going into this building, and our band upstairs where the hotel part is, it's two sections, and one of the sections is still the hotel part intact, and the other half has been kind of demolished, and they were going to put offices in there. But there's big windows you can open up and look down into onto the main street here in town. Now, it used to be when I moved here that people would cruise Main Street all night long, and they would park on Main Street and get out and talk, and it was a good time. And that doesn't happen anymore because the police kind of put an end to all that. But back when they could do that, we would open the windows and my band would rehearse up there at the top of this old hotel. Um, and so yeah, that was a long time ago. But so yes, actually, I guess I have played in a haunted place before. That's an excellent question.
Thank you so much. I think that's a very beautiful question. Is there anybody else who has a question? I want to give the host. Mine are only wait. Somebody said something here. Yeah, people are encouraging you not to let go of that music. You still got the music in you, so don't let it go. It could probably be applied elsewhere or differently for sure. Hey, Clement Tresha, nice to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. Um, let me see. I don't think there's any question on the chat. I was trying to, and then I think Lunatic Fringe said something about you playing acoustic. Go and play acoustic. Um, Queen Whitney, thank you so much. I see you, Queen Whitney. I see you, Queen Whitney. Um, okay. Music is from a spiritual place of mind yoga. 100%. 100%. 100%. Some people believe differently, though. That's a whole conversation we can have. You have to keep posting regularly. The right people will eventually. I love this comment. You have an encouragement from one of your fellow content creators there. The right people eventually will come along. Most of your views are probably content creators, so it's a mere tick for app. Absolutely, yeah. Support me, I support you. That kind of thing. Um, that's very true, Nati. That's very true, Nati. And
Yeah,
then
that
let me
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah, because I know even yeah, it's yeah, she actually has a point. She actually has a point. I would be very curious to see your shorts, how your shorts take off, especially on this some of these snippets of what you guys did. Especially when you use some of those catchy titles, or especially that show you guys did a couple of months ago, the at the theater. That showing, I think that would be pretty yeah, be interesting to see what those shorts like help how they can help the channel. Um, you had a good time in a haunted house. Pearl of Africa says. It's his hobby, guys. We need to invite him to Africa. He'll have a lot of content. You need to get to Africa. You'll get a lot
Well,
of content when you get
I,
to visit all these what do you call them? Yeah, all these they're really revered. All these all these guys who practice.
well, you tell me that a place is haunted or, you know, something, and I'll go right to it. I'll go and look in the middle of the, middle of the night, dark, whatever. But getting on an airplane is going to be a problem because I'm afraid of flying. I've been on airplanes, but for some reason I don't want to go on one again just in case. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't see that happening, but I would love to. I would love to expand and uh
don't,
I
don't,
would love
don't
actually to go to Japan too, but I don't think that's going to happen either.
why Japan specifically? Then I'm going to ask about the fear of flying. And then I want you to tell you say you have a team. Don't worry. So GPS is a whole team, guys. It's not one person. So it's a whole team of researchers who investigate paranormal activities. So yeah. Anyway, Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan as well. I feel like I need to learn something from them. It's calling me. It's been calling me for a while now.
Yeah, I really appreciate Asian culture, to be honest with you. And Japan, I find it interesting, some of the belief systems with what they call jinn or demon. They're demonic entities. I'd like to look more into that. We got a lot of scary movies that come from that way too, based on this type of stuff. So I'm interested to just investigate there once and see. But Ireland is also on my list of places I'll probably never go. So that'd be another one I'd love to go to.
Sorry. Let me just answer this real quick question. My short stops getting views. I don't know why. Clement Resha, yeah, shorts. The views have been dropping, especially since the monetization regime started. So you need to. I think there's something. There's something. I think when they decided to monetize our shorts, they no longer gain the same traction like they used to get. I've observed that as well. So yeah, I think you just have to keep experimenting. But I'm also reconsidering that because I'm feeling sometimes shorts can I don't know, I'm already getting into a space where I'm like I no longer trust this shorts regime anyway. It's a very short-lived satisfaction that yes, my video has gone viral and then it just dies or something like that. I feel it's like really it's very temporary. It's not, and I don't think I want that for my channel. So I'm actually thinking about that as well. And I'm like, maybe this shorts thing was just like, like that instant gratification you get. Like, oh my God, I've got a 2,000 views in less than 30 minutes. And then, yeah, it's weird. I don't want to be in that kind of space as a content creator. Yeah, but yeah, since they started this regime of like monetizing shorts, yeah, this is the situation. They are not getting so much traction. Um, and then Lunatic Fringe is telling you that Thailand is extremely interesting and the Death Valley Railway. Fringe is always obsessed with the railways and stuff. And then okay. And thank you so much, guys, for supporting Ryan's channel. I hope you are giving me and leave a nice comment there. Leave a nice comment so that he can check you out and just even leave you a nice comment as well to your channel when you get some moment. So as you go support his channel, please also just try to leave a nice comment there just to also to get him. It's always nice. I like reading comments. I know I take long to respond to them. You all know me when it comes to this space, but eventually when I get there, I always feel so happy. Like, oh my god, they actually they actually interact with the content. So it feels nice. It feels nice. I think that's it. Lily, how is the time? Lily, my moderator. on the charts. Lily, do you go and sleep? It's time. Yeah, he's not going to do yoga, so I'm not going to make Ryan do yoga. No, he's already in
No,
prison. I mean, he's done enough yoga in prison, so.
yeah, my body is worn out. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's done enough yoga in prison. So yeah, so I will give you just I don't know, I think maybe I can say for like maybe 20 more minutes if necessary. But shorts bring new people to your house. Yeah, yeah, shorts definitely bring new people, but then remember the short subscribers are not your, yes, they're organic. They're organic, but they never, most of them never get to watch your long form content. Um, something like that. Which is, yes, it's nice. It looks nice. You get the numbers, but then, at the end of the day, you want people who can watch the content. I mean, that's why you make the videos, right? So it feels nice having numbers, yes, but if the numbers are not watching the videos, it feels bad. Like, it feels bad. It's bad. Hey, Cooking Hassan, how you doing, Hassan? Thank you so much for popping in. It's 7:15. I'm not tired. Lily, we are not going to rely on you. You may end up staying here on live stream for 6 hours. You're not staying for 6 hours. Brian, how much time do you have?
I have about I got 2 days, Goga. I got 2 days. I can
We are not going to stay on live stream
I
for
can
2 days.
I can sit here for 2 days if you want me. No, I do have to work tomorrow, so I gotta.
That's a good one. The co-host says that he has 2 days. Lilia says, I'm not tired. I'm like, no, we're not going to stay here for 2 days. Anyway, YouTube will definitely like limit us from that. In your experience, and maybe this one you can just swing it. Maybe some few things in your experience when when you're making content, and this can be some few tips that you can give us, like editing videos. You do videos nicely. I think I like how you arrange and that kind of thing. What software do you use? It can be as basic. What camera do you use to shoot your videos? Um, I know it's like investigations and everything, but what camera do you use? Are there moments you use your phone? I know you said you don't use phone apps in the kind of in your niche, but there can be these technical things that these YouTubers want to hear. What are some of gear? Yes, show off.
So I I can't get up to get my camera right now because where I have my green screen, it's kind of blocking me in. Our equipment is not that fancy, to be honest with you. It's just a night vision capable Sony Sony hand camera that we use most of the time for all of our night vision shots. And then I recently bought a high definition camera, but it only works well during the daytime in very good light, and it doesn't have night vision capabilities. So, as far as the program I use, it's a free pro. I used to use Sony Vegas, but then I found I had to get a new computer, and the Vegas that I had was outdated for the new computer that I got. So I didn't want to pay what they wanted for the full package. So I found a Shotcut. It's a free program you can download, and it works. It's been working wonders for me. It's very easy to use. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it has all the filters that I need as far as brightening my images or whatever. It's very easy to use.
You mean shortcut? Do you say shortcut like shortcut?
Shotcut, like shot.
Oh, SHOT. Short.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that's what I use. Um, Only because I was looking for something that was cost efficient, and free sounds pretty good to me. So
All
that's what
right.
I started. Yes, Shotcut. It's
Hey
very good.
Jackie, congratulations, Jackie, on your monetization. Wait, wait, wait. I have to give you an applause. That was so much. Where's the clapping thing? Hold on. Look for it. Let me look for it. Yeah, congratulations. That's the newest monetized house in the YouTube streets. I really have to like congratulate her for that because it's not been easy. Jackie Houston is a teacher based in Jamaica. She does amazing work. There's a time she actually was in a live stream and I think she was in class. I liked how she was interacting with the kids and you were part of it. And it felt like I was back in school all over again. I miss my teachers. So congratulations, Jackie, on that monetization. It's not an easy journey, and we are all getting there. So well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Well done. Yeah, so you can check out shortcuts. I know content creators, we always like have to save. You have to save, guys. We are not big. We are not big YouTubers yet. So if you can get anything free and it's working and it's giving us the filters we need, why not? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Are there moments where you've had to use your phone, Ryan, for making content?
So the phone I only use for shorts because I don't like editing on such a little screen. I got to be able to see what I'm doing, and and so I don't do many editing on there. I'm still learning how to do the shorts, and as far as giving anybody solid advice of about their channel, I'm still learning myself, so I'm not really qualified to give anybody. Look at my name, Goga. I'm still learning the ropes and the ins and outs
No, it's
myself.
always nice because I always appreciate everyone's experience because everybody enriches your experience, yes. And the questions I like people like asking, what is the software that you use? Because sometimes we like experimenting, we like experimenting. I use, I think, what do you call this software? It's always giving me nightmares. I'm just glad I'm done with my splits challenge. So I don't have to do a lot of editing. um, Clip Jump by Microsoft. It's always crazy because it's online based and I struggle and then it takes so long to export. I'm always like, I do very short videos. If I imagine doing like a video that is 1 hour, I don't even know what that will look like. Lunatic Fringe was saying night vision technology is very expensive. I can imagine. There is no I'm doing yoga at night. I don't think I need it. I guess it's for specific niches. Sorry about your John Payne Lily. Content creators, if you have any question for the co-host, we are almost leaving. We are leaving in about 13 minutes. 13 minutes. I didn't say 30. Let me just clarify that. 13, like 1 3. One, one, one. And then it's known as the river. Okay, people are talking about abandoned places. These are good. I think Ryan, we've got amazing like people who I think want to like have a side chat with you on this. So yeah, most of these people want to have a very great time. Guys, go leave these nice comments on Ryan's video. Like go there, leave those comments so that he can check you out and connect to you guys. Me, there is no I'll come and talk about paranormal activity. There's no paranormal yoga. I'm sure there is, but um, there is no way I can package it like he does. So
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm just gonna tell everyone right now, this guy right over here is amazing. Like, you are such a wonderful person. And I don't you get a lot of credit, don't get me wrong. You have a lot of people telling you the same thing. So I'm just gonna fall in line and join them because you don't know how cool you are. And the fact that you've been helping push our channel and stuff, you didn't have to do that. You could have just stuck me in jail and just left me, you know
No, it was it was
left
it
me,
was a
but you didn't. You didn't, and I really appreciate that. So I just want you to know that. That's all.
appreciate it. Hey Maribel, how you doing? Thank you so much, sis, for coming in. How you doing, Maribel? Thank you so much. Maribel is now. Maribel, you're supposed to be asleep. These people I know where they live. Maribel, what are you doing awake? These are content creator probably editing a video. Like it's very late, Maribel. It's very late. GoPro for drone or underwater. Oh wow. There's somebody I know who has a GoPro, guys. Yeah. You need to use that one for yoga. And then we can do a drone footage. Robert has a drone, so we can borrow Robert's drone for me doing yoga from. That will be cool. Imagine doing like a yoga post and you have a drone footage. It's a bit extra over the top, but and yoga we are
That would
supposed to be like.
that would be amazing, actually.
Yeah,
I
actually,
had a
one of my.
drone.
Yeah, you do?
No, I did. I had a drone. I bought it, and when we went to a hotel about 5 hours away from here, and it was the first time I'd used it. And I gave myself a week to learn how to fly this thing, and I shouldn't have brought it with me because we lost it up into the clouds. It disconnected from my phone app, and I couldn't. It just left. It went. I don't know where it went, off into the universe somewhere. So that was a good $65 I spent for absolutely nothing. So if he knows how to fly a drone, I give him props for that because I
Yeah,
don't know.
does. Yeah, he does very great drone shots. Like of he lives here in Kenya, so of the city. So sometimes when he's doing his road things, and you're like, damn, that looks so good. So I was asking him, can I do like a video, a yoga video with a drone? He's like, okay, go get. You're being a bit extra, but yes, it can be done. So why not? Why not? So then it was just one of those things. It's very wild. Um, hey, I thought I saw EK here. EK's new channel, Inspired to Elevate. How you doing, EK? Nice to see you, EK. We were just hanging on his work in the new. I can help people with their playlist finally once again. The Ryan is here. I can echo, so he has helped me test it out as well. So we are ready for Wednesday's live. I think it worked. Worked. Yeah, Ike is normally my co-host on the Wednesday's show, so it's always very nice when I see him here. Um, Let me see whether there's anything. One of the scuba divers that I work with for footage uses GoPro and teaches scuba. Oh, okay. All right. Wow, in Madagascar. Cool. Did you see Ike and Wajoram? Wajoram, how you doing? I saw Ike. I've just seen Wajoram now. How you doing? Wajoram always has to greet me. I just seen Wajoram. Thank you so much, Wajoram, for popping in. I think I'm up to date, right? I'm up to date on messages. Goga Energy is great. Oh, Laura, thank you so much. Yours is great, Laura. Yours is great. She's amazing. Today has to say. Hey, Pribumi. How you doing, Pribumi? All the way from Switzerland. How you doing, my amazing sister? Let me tell you guys about Pribumi. Pribumi, let me tell you about Pribumi. I knew Pribumi even before I got to, I think I knew Pribumi before I got monetized. I not been monetized. Pribumi lives in Switzerland. She's originally from this Asian country where I've been. Indonesia. And her channel also just went viral like Joseph. You know Joseph, who was our guest here on Wednesday? So her channel went viral. One day Pribumi is like, I don't know, at 3,000. The next time, like, how did you get 27,000 subscribers? Keep making the content. That is the moral of the story. She was just there chilling, doing her thing. And then one video did the trick, was loved by the algorithm, and that's what blew up her channel. So it's always nice when I see her here. And she's always an inspiration. We have a lot of inspirations on this chat. We get a lot of people like whose channels have really blown up. And I'm always glad that they have the humility to come back and tell us what they did. It's because otherwise you can just keep the knowledge to yourself and then not be bothered. Because now you're a big house. But they always come back. When I see Pribumi, I feel so happy. Um, you are in Singapore for holiday, Pribumi. Oh! Why didn't you call me? I promise I will carry your bags. I don't even need a visa to come to Singapore as a Kenyan. I just step out like I'm literally in the country. Like I don't even need a visa. They'll just stamp my passport. Oh my God. That's so cool. Burgundy, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. Backerstock is in the building, the king of all moderators. If you ever want a moderator for hire, get Backerstock all the way from Belgium. This is your plug. If you have a busy live stream or you're having a party, you can. Estelle is the MC. Estelle family, I know she's still here. Estelle is the person you hire as an MC. Backerstock is the one you hire as a moderator because Backerstock knows how to discipline and put people in time and make sure you put him as a managing moderator. Yeah, he'll do a great work for you. Burgundy is the channel you go to for live streams when you want to connect with more people. Wajoram is by people, cool people. Um, Inspire to elevate me there. Okay, thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much for that reminder. I don't think we have any question for the host. We have about 6 minutes to end the show. So if you have anything, I'm going to leave the rest of the other 5 minutes for the person in prison to handle. He was the co-host today. He was the host. We just came. We just showed up here. We just showed up. Okay, Tedra, see you in a bit. Thank you so much for that. Um, you're going back home, Pribumi. I love Bali. I was in Bali there for my after when I was going for my meditation training. Yeah. But yeah, there was an art thing. What do you call that thing? Bali has active volcanoes. So so something happened on my last day there. Like it was shaking. It was shaking, and I for some reason I thought I was sick or something. And then the host had to come and tell me that no, don't worry, this is normal, just relax, sit down, and that's how we. It was kind of cool. I never experienced like an art, what do you call an art like such an intense art tremor. It was like swinging. It was so cool. It was so cool. Okay, I think I'm up to date on messages. Yeah, I want to give the last 5 minutes to Ryan. He can sell his channel, promote his channel, urge you guys to connect to him. He can use the best words possible. He can sing for you if he wants to. He can dance. I don't know if they can dance, but he'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm giving him. He has like 3 minutes of fame here alone on you. If he can decide to just read your messages, he can spend them whichever way he wants. Okay, Ryan, take it away. I can be here all day. I'm always busy screaming at people here. I haven't seen them for a while. So,
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to see me dance. That's
that's what else.
100% true. That's accurate. No, I'm not a dancer. I just want to thank everybody that's is stuck by my channel specifically through all this yoga goganess. As wonderful as it's been, I'm ready to get my name back and get some more content uh, pushed out as soon as possible. Now I only got 2 days left, so it hasn't been that bad. One thing I do want to tell everybody: it doesn't matter what my beliefs are. It doesn't. It only matters what you believe. And when it comes to spiritual things, religious things, now to me, there's a difference between spirituality and religion. Whatever you believe, whatever works for you, just stick with that. If you want to go down different venues and expand your mind, some people don't believe in the paranormal. A lot of people don't believe in the paranormal, actually, around the world. And I can only pull from my own experiences. And I can tell you that there are things we cannot see. There's things that exist we can't hear with our ears. You people forget that the world is actually known to be upside down, and that our eyeballs flip the image it's like a camera. It's nothing more than what happens in a camera. The image is flipped in our brain, which means everything we're looking at is technically upside down. That doesn't make any sense, but it does in science. And just sometimes, um, we use night vision. I'll say that we use night vision. Ghost hunters, paranormal investigators use night vision not because it's creepier to investigate in the dark. It's because our eyeballs cannot see the infrared spectrum of light, and these cameras can, and that's why we do that. So that's excuse me. So
Sorry.
the people, no, you're all right. The people that don't believe in paranormal phenomenon, that's fine with me. People will watch our videos and they'll think it's a lot of BS. And that's fine with me because that's what they believe. I and my channel, we are not here to persuade anybody to believe one thing or another. One thing I would like to do with my channel and my content is to keep an open mind and let everybody know, are we coming out and saying, yes, this is a ghost, this is what you need to look for, we're professionals? No, it's not that at all, because we're still learning. All of us in the paranormal community, it's all theories. Nothing is proven. But one thing that you should all believe is in yourself from day to day, from the moment you wake up. Be sure you watch what you think about before you go to sleep. That's really important, because what you think about when you go to sleep, your subconscious mind grabs a hold of that as the gate is opening, so to speak, into the dream, the 5D realm. And if you're having a lot of negative thoughts when you're going to sleep, and then you go to sleep and it stops that train of thought, when you wake up again, all those thoughts that you thought of the day before are still going to be with you. You have a chance to manifest your best life and to believe in yourself. Um, if you're going through hard times, just put yourself in a better mental place, and as if you've already overcome your obstacles. And I guarantee you, especially if you watch your thoughts before sleep, always put yourself in a positive place. Don't ever go to sleep angry. Um, because if you think about good things while your subconscious is taking over and your conscious is shutting off, your mind will actually grab what you're thinking about, what you're listening to, and it will start to work on your next day. It'll start to bring you um, things that match what you were thinking about. People that people that go to sleep angry, and I've done it. I mean, it took a long time for me to learn this about the mind, but the mind is the most powerful thing that we have, and treating it. Um, I'm sorry, I had something goofy happen with the computer over here. I can't see what's going on here. I'm not trying to talk forever. What I'm trying to say is, um, always know that you are special. Basically, everybody here, everybody in this room, Goga, you, me, the neighbor down the road, even the people that you don't like so much, everybody is special. Everybody is worthy and deserves to be loved. Nobody in here is any different. I want to know that I want you to know that I appreciate everybody that supported what we do, and supported you specifically, Mr. Goga, because you're such an amazing person. I just want everybody to know that people forget how amazing they really are, and everybody in this house is also very amazing. You just constantly remind yourself of that, and good things will come to you.
Thank you. I think that's beautiful and a proper way of ending this conversation. Just hold on, I'm coming back on chat. I just got lost as well. I was trying to change the thumbnail and stuff. Um, yeah, I think that's a very beautiful way of, ending this. Sorry, guys, I got lost when the abnormal Goga was speaking. Okay,
Well,
cool.
I lost my train of thought because my chat disappeared over here. So
Yeah,
I
no,
hope.
guys are just like I think sending in a few messages there. Hey, Tak Tak, I saw you. Tak Tak, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate that. Pribumi, yeah, I agree. I don't even want to dilute the beauty of the words you say. That positive. Your mindset is everything. Your mindset is everything, and I think that was the conversation. So, guys, if you don't have my co-host is Yoga Goga Normal Go Site. Can somebody drop for me that link? Just once again. Um, yeah, so connect with Yoga Goga Normal Society. We are trying to get him to 300. So if you haven't already, let me see. Let me see. I think I have it here. I can just click on this channel and then I can paste it once again. Yeah, so go to Yoga Goga Normal. You can pick. He has the good thing. He has very short videos, so you can actually watch them in full, like very short videos there. You can go here. I've not put in any particular video so that he doesn't lose the support you've given him. Just go to the channel. You can search. It's very searchable, by the way. You can search him as with my name or even his name. You can search him with my name as well. You can search him as Yoga Goga Normal or Goshen Paranormal Society. Um, yes, pick any of the short videos. Like there's 1 minute, there's 2 minutes, there's I don't know, there's like what minute. And then let's get him to that 300 milestone when you have a moment. And you can do it after this live stream so that it sticks. Don't go immediately. You don't want to like go immediately. Just capture the name and then you can get to give him that support as soon as this live stream has ended, and then leave a very intentional comment so that at least he can get back to you as well, at least just to know where this support is coming from. It's very important. So yeah, otherwise I think, Ryan, this was nice. This was a good conversation. I'm glad you came up on board, and I'm glad you were
Thank,
able to get time off your schedule for us to do this.
thank you so much for having me.
Most welcome. Welcome. And I wish you well out of the yoga prison. It looks nice. You look nice in prison, so I think you'll be fine.
It's
Yes.
not terrible. It's not terrible. It's
You're not
been
that bad.
they've been very nice to me here. So
Moral of the story: stop playing around with buttons unless you know what you're doing.
just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean you should do it too. That's what this is about. Because karma will get you.
Yep. Yes,
Thanks for
because
that, Mick, if you're listening.
yeah, Mick is no, Mick is going to replay this because Mick is always replaying my videos anyway. He's going to listen to this and he'll be like, "Yeah, I'm sure I was mentioned in this live stream." So he'll be looking to hear his name being mentioned there. Yes, but I think it was also a learning experience for us because I never knew that YouTube sometimes has puts people in prison after. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until this happened, and that's why I was like, okay, let me run along with it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Somebody's done.
neither did I.
Yeah. So now we know, and if you're out there and you want to change your name, please be very sure of what you're doing because if you change it more than once or twice, I don't know how many times did you change it.
Two. Two. It let me do it 2 times and then it said no more.
Yeah, so you have a maximum of 2 times to change your name. Otherwise, you are going to be stuck with a name. He's like he got stuck with my name. It wasn't anything very profane or something else. Because imagine,
Yeah,
um,
right.
he's there are a team, there's a business, there's some. Can you imagine the odds of being stuck with one of those names you don't even want to like say out loud? So I'm glad. I'm glad that this isn't exactly entirely bad. Yeah, thank you so much, Mick. Thank you so much, everyone. I now have to love and leave you until Wednesday. The devices are working. If you have not already supported Ryan, please check out Yoga Goga Normal Society. Is the one on the pinned link, or you can search that name. When you type it, it will just pop it up. Maybe you can show them your logo because it's literally that is the picture. You'll see a picture like that. Let me just put it on. Yeah, you'll just see something like this. Literally, that is the picture he has in his thumbnail. So you'll see something like that. So please just check that out. Um, Yoga Goga Normal Society. Is this your channel name, co-host? Yes, that's his. No, 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 that's not. Okay, maybe you can clarify. This is your question, Ryan, not mine.
Just just for a couple of days, yes, this is our name. We are actually taking over his channel entirely. At the end of the week, we will be in charge. See, uh, I just have to work out all of the kinks. That's all. No, this is not our name. Um, we're the Goshen Paranormal Society, but I goofed and I got stuck with this name. So thanks to Mick and
Yes,
YouTube and myself. It's really thanks to me and not knowing what I'm doing. That's what it is. But
I do
uh,
understand. So yeah,
yeah.
Pribumi, yes. Pribumi, the name is Goshen Paranormal, just as he showed us in his hoodie, but he changed his name to mine and then it stuck. YouTube refused to change his name back. So he's been living in my prison for the last 12 days, but he's going to get his name back the day after tomorrow. So we decided to have this conversation before he gets out of prison. And yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of prison and at least he's going to have his name back because at the end of the day, he's a content creator. He has places to go. He has emails to write. It's very important, that he also gets back his channel. I would have loved him to be Yoga Goga Normal Society forever, but it's okay. It's okay. He needs to get out of prison and then he can pursue his channel as well. Yeah. So unless there's any question, I think I'm done. I'm pretty much done. Ryan, I don't know whether you have anything. I'm pretty much done with this. I don't see any question on the chat. No.
Boop.
No,
I forgot.
Mick is saying you have to do yoga. I think they're doing yoga in prison. Downward facing dog.
Oh no, that's not what they call it here. First of all, but no, you don't want to see me do yoga. My body has been through a lot, and I'm too old now. No, I'm not. That's just a mindset, of course. But
You're
um,
very young.
no, I'm not as flexible as I used to be back in the day. That's for sure.
The body will remember.
That's true.
Okay. I don't know. Anything, guys? I think we are good. So we meet you guys on Wednesday, right? Wednesday I will be checking whether he's out of prison. So yeah, he can pop in before he goes to work if he has some bit of time. Just tell us, hey, I'm out of prison. Just come and scream and tell us you're out of prison, and then we'll confirm he's out of prison. We'll confirm he's out of prison.
Lunatic Fringe just said, "Old is a deception of time," and I really like that. I appreciate that comment. That is dead on. I like that.
That's yeah. That's good. I love it. Put it there.
Yeah.
Um.
Deception. I like that. Anyway, thanks for everything. Thanks for having me on. Um, you're fantastic, my friend. You know
Yeah,
that,
thank you.
right?
Thank you so
No,
much.
no,
And
you are.
made us have a nice Sunday conversation. So I think I really appreciate that as well. Okay. So
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on a Sunday for me.
you're welcome. You're welcome. We had to do it either way. And then I needed to test these things anyway. I've been like was procrastinating about it and finally it's working nicely. So it was so nice to confirm that. Goga 2 should do yoga before prison time is over. The fans are demanding, Ryan. You have no choice. Go
All
do
right.
like as you can go do a short sequence and then put it as a short video and then tag me in it and then I'll share it on my community. Guys will be crazy about it. Everybody I've shared on my community who is doing my yoga, they've gotten some very good great views. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'll try to work it in. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
It can be short. You can just get some easy poses, and they say yoga with Goga challenge, and then we can share it out. It can be 1 minute. It can be, and you can say yeah, get out of prison jail card or something. It can be something as funny as that, and then we can share it on the community tab for guys to check it out. Everybody agrees here. Me, Mercy, everyone is on board on top of this, so you have no choice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll work
Okay.
it in.
Ask Ike. Ike has gotten viral after doing my yoga thing. So it's not like you can even make it as funny as possible. Yeah. Right. Okay, guys. He agreed. He agreed. He agreed. So he'll do for us, and then he'll tag me in it, and then of course, I will share it with you. That is drama that I'm not willing to keep to myself. So of course, I will share it out with you guys. Right. He's already serving time. Yep. This is the jail get out of jail card. If people want some yoga, he has to do it in
Well,
prison.
like you said, I don't have a choice, do I? I'll make it happen. I'll
Do it.
surprise you. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, take your time. No worries. No pressure. Thank you so much, Ryan. I really appreciate your presence as always. May you have a lovely rest of the day. It is night here. I'm actually going to sleep after this. In readiness to start a new week. I will see you. Hey, Chinua, you're just leaving. Chinua is cool people. You're leaving. Chinua, you can support that link for me, the one I've pinned there, and then I will talk to you on Wednesday. Okay? You want to say bye? We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done,
All
guys.
right.
And
Thank you
it's
so
always weird.
much. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day.
Ryan, I will let you leave last. I'm going to leave first, and then I will end it from my end. So I'll leave you on screen for a bit.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you again.
Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves. Later.